welcome. And my name is Reverend Maria Arvanitidis. How do you do? Today I decided to open these cards from Doreen Virtue. And she's got this manual going on from what they mean. And it seems like there's more pages to this describing the various goddesses and from various pantheons we got going on, the Mayans, the Indian, Hindu, a whole array of goddesses from Doreen Virtue, which I never had anything from Doreen Virtue. It's really sad that she's left the scene because she found what she was looking for all this time, the number one thing that she always wanted to complete the picture of her created vegan animal sanctuary paradise in Hawaii, where she lives and cares for her family and parents, and to add to it, and she gave it all up for Michael. So I had no idea other than that, and the fact that she was, very much into the angels and the Christian side of things, that perhaps Michael didn't like that for her to be who she is, and she had to give it all up. It was either him or her. Anyway, so these cards for the new year, and I never wanted to. The last time I gave a reading was with something that was actually given to me, and so passed down from, as playing cards. And so anything that you want answered, that you might want to let go of, or find anything of the past, present, future, you need answers. You need some guidance. Or we would just see what's in the cards for us, as this has been already starting into this new year. And with that said, I'm hoping something will come out. And from here, I didn't like that. let's keep, and I did do some smudging earlier, but I didn't have any audio. So I already have done a reading, it's just that it didn't go on audio, so there's no point in. So I did some smudging here already. I mean, I could do some more. Yes, let's do some more. Let's do some more smudging here. Just a little wee bit more. All over the cards, because we want to clear and have any nervous energy or anything. You've been going through a lot of nervous energy if you haven't been feeling it already. It's from all the electrical. Oh, did I get cut again? See, this is what happens. And it's about getting into a state of receptivity. It's about, at the root and basic level of meditation, to get to you don't need to close your eyes. Just what makes you feel what makes you feel like you're in a bathtub, in a jacuzzi, somewhere that you can recall to bring this feeling center into into the 0 point field of nothingness, where nothing can take you out of this center. Feel that sinking in. Take a few deep breaths in. Feel the cracking in your spine, perhaps, in between your scapulas. And just relax and become into this faster than the speed of light awareness that is lucid awareness, that lucid awareness could be theta, it could be alpha. The deep breaths are theta. In any event, the other ones are alpha. We don't want. What we want to get into is this feeling of how you would feel soaking in a bathtub, in a jacuzzi, relaxed in the most heated comforter. Resting on a cloud, but grounded, centered. Let that sink in. Okay. So that's the first level of our awareness, is to get into that mindful state where nothing can simply just take us out of it. That is the first step of this meditation. Then we can get into other levels, the next step. Channeling, receptivity. And then we can project. Once we've made that connection with what it is that we're biorelocating or making contact in other realities, as shamanisms do, but there's other realities. It's not just that rooted primal goddess reality. There are other membranes that separate each and every reality of chakras, if you will, vortexes, if you will, that once we clear away and work through all the things we need to learn from these realities, we can unite, and those membranes, those walls of separation, those boundaries, if you will, of distinction, can dissolve, and we can become one unified field as creator beings. And with that said, that level, we can influence rather than be influenced. Once we're done being influenced and we've learned all there is to learn and become masters, we can ascend. We can ascend either way. We don't have to be masters to ascend. And so I'll leave you with that bit of information, and how people do remotely view, and how people can make contact, and how we can travel faster than the speed of light. And how we've developed technologies to artificially reflect our intellect, that we may know from these biological rhythms, algorithms of zeros and ones, from bringing us into, this wants to fall out. Okay, great. So what is it? From the 0 point field that we disengage and just let go, and into the nothingness, into that source field, and then what it is that we can receive from it and create and co-create, or just create others engage, or how can we contribute by not taking us out of the picture, but by serving with us in the picture, by giving of ourselves and not by giving up ourselves to be of service, is what I'm getting at. Because the last time I had any kind of reading was to do with the flying beaver somewhere. To me, I don't see anything as to interpret a flying beaver to be anything of a female genital. When I think of beavers, I think of teeth. Beavers have strong, sharp teeth. Now, I think of a bearded, mustachy man. If at the closest you will get to me seeing a female genitals as being a beaver is beyond my understanding. But yeah, they did have these women got gathered in the community of Toronto and would have these communities, and one being a pub named the Flying Beaver that was well supported by others within those circles, connecting as realtors, and as her partner being a legal stand-up comic, whatever. I did try to go there and say, hey, I can do some singing and stand-up stuff. That was after the fact. I was barred, because I would go to these psychic readings on Sunday brunch, and I would pay like $20 to get one from this guy, who was also would go to the Black Swan, they would call it, on the Danforth, and this was January 2012. Around that time was my last reading, and I went and you know, we went outside after the reading, and he's looking at me and he's saying, "You're very dark." I said, "It's because it's very sunny and we have snow everywhere. So I don't know, you realize that the sun is also a portal." and it reflects, it radiates out the sun, the information, the photonic light is all information. These are all electrical, it's information, it's light, it's mana. Anyway, I'm not going to start saying anything about this. This could be another topic altogether. And you're all dark. There's no light about you. You look very dark. You just came out of a dark place to begin with in the pub. So he goes back in and tells this lady, I'm not going to say any names, I can't even remember her name, Heather or something like that, and says, "You can't have her in here. She's really dark. She's a dark presence. Ooh, dark night of the soul. Watch out." You know. And so I got barred, and I was never allowed to gather around or communicate or associate or form any kind of relationships or socials or anything, because all these leaders or whatever they were, even until today, they just like, "Ooh, watch out for what? Are you kidding? That's silly. That is so." I'm coming from a psychic to say that. And so I just kind of got out of, I just thought, oh, is that what these fakes are all about doing? And so that was the last kind of reading I ever had. And that was and that wasn't even done by me. It was done by someone who I paid. So they raked in as much money as they possibly can real fast, and now they're no longer even in existence. Well, I am. I'm still in existence. And so these things are just so very silly. I hope we get to a level eventually that we're able to accept. Even, you know, we're going to Mars, for God's sakes. We're going to the moon, off planet. And we're not going to be able to even accept the differences, even the racial differences amongst us, let alone some man in a lesbian bar, apparently supposed to be, that excludes real lesbians and just keeps men and all these other people. I guess it was all just to do with money, right? And so I'm not going to take it too hard, because I've learned the hard way that it's all about business and not to take it too hard. So, but I did. I didn't, and then 2018, I got these cards. And now I'm finally like, Maria, it's time. It's okay. You can do this. And I have a little book, and I'm going to take some cards out, and let's just get rid of the old. Let's just get rid of it. Let's just, by talking about it. I did. That was my thing. Why I didn't want anything to do with psychic readings anymore. and whoever it is, okay, I got one here. And I got another one here. So, my goodness, this was face down. Kali, ending and beginnings. The old must be released so the new can enter. Like those stupid monkey bars, okay? That we hold resistance for those monkeys who need to relate. You gotta let go, of that weight and that resistance that's holding you up from one bar so that you can move forward and grab the other bar. And so I've already started giving examples, so I already did it ahead of time before I pulled up this first card, okay? And that was the first card, Kali. The second card, what could it be for you? The second card is Kuan Yin. She's beautiful. She is an ascended master. And one of the very few female ascended masters, right next to Christ. That's what Kuan Yin is, and to even call her a goddess. Okay. And so that's number 2. And I have number 3 here. Because this was exactly, I'll read it later. I will read every interpretation of Doreen's, okay? Here. And this is Rhiannon, sorceress. That's number 3. And whatever it is you want to know or can relate to, how this year has been, how it's marked the end of a cycle, and hopefully we can become more pristine in our human compassion for each other. And let's begin. I got too many cards here. I got Ishtar, Pele, Ayarakura, and Irene. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, it keeps going to 7. So instead of, that's better. Oh, maybe we're gonna do this. Oh, that's somewhat better, isn't it? So we can see these cards now. Oh, that's better. Okay, and I will start to read these cards according to the way Doreen Virtue put in her book. And so we will go with the Doreen Virtue way and begin with Kali. K is for Kali. Oh, that's Kali, right? The old must be released so that the new can enter. I sing praises to those whose hearts accept the universal order, which only appears to be chaotic and ever-changing. In actuality, everything is designed down to the smallest detail to be in perfect operation. The dance of the universe is a happy one, with energy swirling and twirling in a never-ending celebration of itself, its life. Join the dance, this dance, dear one, and enjoy the remarkable journey of the weaving of the story of your life. Do not fear what appears to be a change or loss. It's only the transitioning orbit of energy interplaying with you and your loved ones. Embrace it as evidence that you're alive. Embrace your deepest emotions as a signal of your true human essence. This is your Kundalini, your primal goddess energy. Dance with it. Let it dance, your chi. And it also has to do with the material world, the chakra, the shamanistic red reality, the rouge of, the bar disco, that kind of red reality. And so after that, then you come into the light and you say, oh man, she's too dark, I can't see anything. Okay. Oh. And so your current changes are for the best. Keep your thoughts positive as they're very powerful. What appears to be a loss is really the beginning of a happy new phase. Let the past go. It's time to move on. Oh, yes. Even if I wanted to go to that pub, it doesn't even exist. On Parliament, the gathering of the owls. And so the next one, the flying beaver. He's got teeth, and they've got dentures. Oh my goodness, I don't want to say it. It was funny. And so Kuan Yin, compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Everyone. Okay? It's just, I forgive this psychic who is lesser evolved than what he should have been to give these kind of advices back then in 2012. And I forgive you, man, for saying I have no light. And taking it so serious into the fear porn that it threatened the owner of the place to bar me over it. And I forgive her ignorance. Wow. And I forgive. And releasing it. And letting it go. So that it can alchemize into something anew. And with that said, Rhiannon, sorceress, are you ready? With a unicorn. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. A large part of my power stems from my connection to animals and nature. If you've been indoors too long, you can capture your personal power by simply stepping out. This simple motion will do you a world of good in reawakening your sleeping, magical, spiritual nature. Allow the light of the sun, the moon, and the stars to stir ancient memories that may be dormant. Recall the times of your magical abilities and then put them to use immediately for the good of the entire planet. Resume the mission that was once aborted through the misdeeds of past time leaders. Take up your spiritual arms and move with swift speed into the night, awakening one and all to the magical that is life itself. This is a mission that must be accomplished, and you're the one who can help us with it. Have absolute faith that your dream is manifested. Make a clear decision. Put your energy into manifesting your dreams. Know that you deserve to receive good. When you win, others win too. Keep your thoughts focused on your desire and away from fear. So, Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands. Your time and energy. I'm running low on battery, folks. So, Ishtar. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Message from Ishtar. A sincere desire to give of service is wonderful. However, there's a distinction between giving of yourself and giving up yourself. Okay, so let's move on to Pele. It's saying, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? And then the next one, Irakura, blossom. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. And then lastly, number 7, Irene, peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. I'm going to have to wrap this up because my battery is running low. And we can always go back and do another reading for those who wish to have a personal or group questions. I would love to hear them and make another video where I can have them answered publicly, and anything else that we can actually have more battery, because I did one first take on this and actually the volume didn't work on it, so it was technical issues. And now with this, I'm not able to read through all this, but next time I can do another more thorough reading on however you wish for me to do this again. I would love to invite you with whatever questions you have, concerns that let's see what we can do. Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.